up to everybody? It's your girl, Ina Lee here, and my homegirl, DJ Breezy. Make sure you guys tune in. We're gonna tap into the 4 steps of networking. Ina Tuesdays, yeah, we lit.
It could all be so easy if you're into me like I'm into you, baby. Not taking it easy. I'm willing to work for the things that I need you to see.
I might.
Keep giving us that energy. I'm loving how you feeling me. It's like you plus me. It's like 1, 2, 3. Together, we're like ABCs. Keep up. If you catch me, we are.
What up, though, everybody? It's your girl, Ina Lee here. Thank you for joining in to my Ina Tuesdays. And I got my homegirl, DJ Breezy here. Sponsored by Guest House Entertainment. Thank you so much for tuning in as we dive into the 4 steps of networking. I think they're very valuable, and I'm so excited to share these all with you, and I hope it helps you to have a successful networking journey.
You look like you have fun.
It was.
Can you tell everybody where we can purchase your music, stream your music, everything, all that good stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. You can check it out on any major digital download. My favorite is like Apple Music, or you can check it out on YouTube. All you have to do is type in INA space LIS. That's Ina Lee, INA space LIS. Or if you guys want to follow me on Instagram for any of the previews of any new drops coming, you can follow me at INA_LIS. So I hope you guys follow and
Check her out, guys.
subscribe
Check her
to the YouTube and download.
Check her out. Yep. So let's get into something that's very important to me as a female DJ and to you in male-dominated industries. Why is networking so important?
Honestly, networking allows you to be more than one place.
Exactly.
When you meet the right people, then your name gets in the right mouths, and then you end up in the right doors.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that the world isn't made up of you. And in order to get ahead or to get even sometimes next door, you need to utilize the right sources.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, go strong in your ambitions, and if someone gives you a no, that just means you're talking to the wrong person.
Right.
Because in my mind, I'm a winner.
Right.
And
that's how everyone should view themselves, though, for sure.
The reality is, you don't gotta win like everything in life. The reality is, when I say I'm a winner, I got the mindset that it means that you're gonna tell me no, but I'm gonna find a yes.
Someone's gonna say yes.
There's like 2 mentalities in this world. It's one that's gonna say, oh, I gotta, they told me to move that pool table or something, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't do it because it was too heavy. But then there's another person like me who's gonna be like, hey, I need like 2 people. Can you help me move this? Yeah, and the whole pool table got moved. So it's the mindset. So in networking, you have to have that mindset. One, that when you walk into a room, you're not seeking, how can you help me? What can you do for me? Like when I walk in a room, I'm like, man, God got a purpose for me. Right. I'm so excited. Let's see what's about to happen. Right. So when I'm in there, because I know that God got a purpose for me, that means I got real value out here in these streets. Mm-hmm. That means that when I come in here, I wonder who I'm supposed to give some of this value to.
Right.
You need some of my energy. You need my smile. You need my hug. You need my music. You need my vibes. I don't know. It must be something. Because, for instance, I went to, it was crazy, and it's really made me understand value, right? Mm-hmm. And because now this is gonna sound crazy, but this place is such a large place that you never know who you gonna meet in there, right? I'm not saying I'm speaking to everyone, but on a mass level I was. Right. I ended up performing at Jackson Penitentiary, all males prison, right?
Wow.
They had a program for boy to men for lifers, and I performed.
Okay.
And you know what I told them?
How was that?
It was amazing, honestly. It was so amazing. And people to this day still send me stuff and reach out through the connections that I have and ask for me to come back. Mm-hmm. But mainly it made me realize yo, I really feel like God love me. So that means that if God's putting me around you, God love you. So when I went and spoke with them, I said, listen, honestly, the only reason why I'm here is because God love y'all. And I really feel like he wants y'all to know that he still love y'all. This doesn't limit the love. This just changes the direction sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you have to understand if you get put in a situation that you can't get out of, you might be meant to do something different. Exactly. You might be meant to inspire the next generation so that the next generation can detour what you're doing. Exactly. You know, so in networking, when I move in any room, whether it's a prison, whether it's the BET Awards, whether it's whatever room, I'm coming to see how can I give you something. Exactly. You know, I had a really dope mainstreamer. I'm not gonna use a name because they be petty. Okay. I ain't gonna say petty. It ain't Sean because he okay. He real cool. Very respect, humble. So much respect. But mainstreamer. They were like, oh, or one of these people were like, oh, you know, I need to make sure you not coming to use it. I was like, what? First off, everybody know me, so they already know that's not the tip I'm on. Second, the fact that you clearly don't know me and all this time that you've been talking to me to think that that's even a conversation we need to have. Any room I go in, I'm attempting to see how I can give you something. Most of the artists that I hit up, and it requires consistency. So after you understand, one, what is your value? How can you be an asset to this person, to this room, to this industry? How can you just be an asset? Once you understand that you're an asset and how you can be an asset, then you're going to move in every room like, who needs this?
Your price goes up.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even that. It's not even your price goes up because humility understands that you still got to work through the process. Right. Like, I don't mind knocking on every door. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind knocking on every door, shaking every hand with a smile, because the reality is, your first impression that you're going to remember when I blow is, dang, she was so cool. She was knocking on my door, shaking my hand. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, I want to connect with the people. I want to show love to people. I want people to feel good. I want to give good energy. So why would I limit that? If this is what I feel like. God has favored me with beauty, right? And if I can make somebody's day just by smiling at them, because sometimes people, they get made by a beautiful person smiling at them, then I'm going to do it. I know I got sidetracked off of networking, but the main goal is to utilizing your purpose in every room.
Full circle.
Utilizing your purpose in every room is going to get you every door that you need open because God's going to allow the doors to open. You know, I walked into a BET Awards with no ticket because my ticket got given away because I got there too late. I be places a little late. And you know what happened? Somehow, God's way, the owner of the whole entire building comes down and gives me a whole black ticket, and then his card and said, anytime you need any assistance, let me know. I didn't know him before that moment, you know, and the guy says to me, oh, you know what, I think that they gave your ticket away because you got here too late. I was like, no, it couldn't be. I said, no, I think I was supposed to talk to somebody else. And he was like, he started laughing, he was like, I don't know, I think that guy looked like he's important. You should ask him. And I was like, Excuse me. I said, funny story. I just got here from Detroit. I got here late because they didn't have my dress. It came on the next flight, right? So I said, I couldn't show up not dressed. And then I was like, but they gave my ticket away. So I'm supposed to be in there. So I'm hoping you can help me figure out a solution.
What can we do to fix this?
Period. And he said, you know what? I love your dress. I love your energy. Just, can you wait there for a second? I said, yep, I sure can. I saw two big people that I know personally from Detroit, right? Didn't say hi at the moment, but I texted him. I was like, hey, anyway you can get me in? Supposedly y'all the man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you can get me in? No, I'm backstage, but going through VIP. Then I see Mosley on to the front. With your ticket in. So, you know, it made you realize, like, you're not my avenue. It's okay. I'm just going to wait here. And you know what happened? Like 5 minutes later, a man comes. He says, did you know him? I was like, no. He said, that's the head of the building. If you see him again, will you tell him that I gave it to you and that, you know, that you was very happy I did a good job? Like I was like, show him. Yep. Oh, wow. It was a great ticket. It was a great seat, you know, great experience. And then what was funny is, he didn't give me his ticket, his card at that time. When I came back down, it was intermission, and I was going to go to the upstairs one. And I was like, nah, That's my friend's ex, and he probably want to tell me a story. I'm gonna go downstairs. And when I went downstairs, the man was there.
Oh, wow.
Gave me the card. He said, "Listen, you're very ambitious. If you need anything, I feel like maybe I'll be able to help you."
What do they say? It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
It really is about who you know sometimes, because sometimes it just takes the right spotlight on what your valuable is for everybody to see that it's valuable. It doesn't mean that it ain't valuable.
Right.
A diamond's still a diamond.
Right.
You know, just because you didn't know that it was real, don't take away from the value. I guarantee.
We'll be right back after this commercial. Back from this commercial break with more questions with Ina Lee. So, tell me more about networking as a female, more so than anything.
It's very, very crucial that you are really brave, and stand your ground in your understanding what your reputation is. And once you understand your reputation, if you don't care about it, or if you're known for something, then you're not gonna relate to this. But if you have a moral character where you want your reputation to mean something specific, you're gonna be very careful how you move in this industry.
Right.
You're gonna be very brave and talk to these people like you would any other business person. Because if you expect to make money in this business, then it's a business. You can't be afraid to talk to the chief like you a chief. Unless you're just one of the workers, you know. Let me be more specific. Let's talk about in chess. You know what I'm saying? You can move like a pawn because there's a lot of them out here. Right. A lot of artists just are waiting to be a pick me. Pick me. And in my mindset, it's not a pick me. It's me. Hey, it's me. You see me? Because reality is, if you don't feel like that about yourself, you're gonna be waiting for everybody who you think it is to come and pull you up. Oh, I need you to pull me up. You want to work together and we go up together? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like people to see, I would like the person who feels like they got it to stand with the fact that they have it and not that they need someone else to be able to have it.
Right. No, you're right.
Because if you feel like you got it, if that person tell you no, you'll be okay to walk away and say, guess you're not the one.
Because you know what you can bring.
Because you know that if that person tells you no, then you're just talking to the wrong person.
Exactly. Someone else, like you said, someone's going to help me move this pool table.
Absolutely. You have to.
Somebody's going to.
Because if the task was given, then there has to be a solution. It's like darn it, I lost my analogy. But really, there's no obstacles that doesn't really have a solution. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you're going to manage it. Some people can't get to the solution. That doesn't mean that there isn't a solution.
Right. It's out there. You just have to work for it.
You got to work for it, and you got to be willing to walk away from the things that don't align with you. And that's the major thing in being brave. If it doesn't align with your morals, with your reputation, if they're not respecting you in your efforts, in your work, or even in your, your ability, then it probably isn't the best fit, and it's okay to walk away. You didn't lose anything. What'd you lose? People not wanting to work with you? They wasn't working with you anyways.
Right, exactly.
It's on to the next one who might want to work with you. Because if you work with people who don't see the value in you, you're either going to turn into something that they see, and it might not align with your purpose, or you're going to end up being broken down in your confidence because they don't see the same thing
that you see.
Like, my goal is to get with people who have like minds or similar values, or you can see my vision and want to help maximize it.
Just like your friend, like you said, he saw the vision.
Yeah, Xander for the music. But like in your team, you got to have people on the same team who sees your vision or even hears your vision and can be like, wow, I can see that. I can see that. That's when you get a real supportive team.
Right, for sure. That's really the only people I want around me.
Right.
That can see my potential and where I can see myself
build each
going.
other.
Because if you have the wrong people around you, that's so mentally draining, physically draining. You don't want to keep the wrong people around. That's about people are people, people being people. What does that mean to you?
Okay, so that's like the third one. People are just people.
People
like
are people.
when you understand, when you really understand that concept, it allows you to move more genuinely. I think the most important aspect, actually, and it probably should have been the first, is to be very genuine. You got to be genuine in your intentions. You got to be genuine in your moves, in your actions, and in your speech. You know, I think that because energy is so powerful, people can read a fraud. People can read, oh, you want to use me. That's why I think that before you go into a room, you got to know what value you're giving, because people are already assuming that you want something from them. You know, and if you're just wanting to take what makes you different from the rest of the crowd, the crowd's already there for the to take the energy that you're about to give in your performance. You know, I don't look at myself as an audience member. I look at myself as a what I saw. Listen, everybody don't get to see these, but I just recently saw Shooting Stars, so I feel like I was shooting.
Oh, I want to see a shooting
It was so
star.
beautiful. It was blue, it was teal, it was red, it was so beautiful. But you know, just as honest and authentic as you can be, people are gonna really rock with you, because it's not like you're trying to be like somebody, or you're trying to be like something, or you're trying to fulfill someone's expectation of you. I think I was telling you earlier that you don't want to waste your time attempting to be something for someone. And this goes with the artist. You don't want to waste your time attempting to be an artist that you know in your heart and soul you're not, because it's gonna one, give you a reputation that you might not align with or respect, and two, it's gonna possibly detour you off your path. So, you know, one thing that I think is so important is being genuine to yourself, so that you can be even more genuine to others. When people come at me sideways, I can come at you sideways back, because, yo, we the same people out here in the streets. Do you breathe? Would I breathe?
Yeah.
So at this point, if you want to be disrespectful, I'm probably going to leave. If I can't compose myself enough to not be disrespectful back. You know, because we all are human.
Right, exactly.
You know, so, but I understand that people are people will help you be forgiving to their disrespect. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they thought you was another person who was just trying to take from them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they snapped at you real quick, and you just got to be like, oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Talk about it later. You know?
Right.
But I think that genuine energy and that understanding of people are just people will allow you to not overly want to seek their attention, overly want to take from them. It'll be like, hey B, hey Breezy. You know, when I was next to Chris Brown, I randomly ended up in Chris Brown's booth, and it was so funny because in my theory of people to the people, I'm not about to be all up in your area.
Right.
We chilling.
Right.
You know, sometimes they be looking like, who is this person not giving me no attention? It's not even that. I'm respecting your space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He probably sees thousands.
Right. And I don't want to be the person that disrespects, you know, his area while everybody's in their own personal space. So I'm chilling and vibing, but I love music. And the music started going. And I think it was like Essence or something came on.
I love that song.
Period. And I started jamming. I got up, started dancing in my own little world, because I usually don't care about what people think how I'm moving. I feel like if I feel okay how I'm moving, then we're good.
Right. That's the only thing that matters, honestly.
So it was so silly, because I'm moving, I'm just vibing. Chris Brown get up like, hey, that's the type of energy I'm talking about.
Aww.
My homegirl was like, go Ina. Chris Brown go Ina, go Ina. I'm like, hey, okay.
I want to know a Chris Brown thing for sure.
It was so fun though. Like, I wasn't twerking or nothing. I mean, I probably don't know. Mom gonna tell me, girl, what was that? I was like,
an attempt.
what you think it was?
Attempt.
She's talking about something that could not have been twerking. I said that it wasn't.
That's whatever you want it to be.
I was just dancing with all of that.
Definitely your own thing.
But yeah, definitely having to be brave and just understanding people are people. It allow you, because this is key in life, I think. it'll allow you to be more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that understanding leads to peace.
Oh,
like
for
if somebody cuts you off on the freeway, it's like,
No
I understand, you know, maybe they gotta get to work. You know, it'll lead you to not be
Emergency.
so upset.
That's what I try
You
to
know?
do. I try to put myself in everyone's shoes.
You got to sometimes.
That's the only thing you can do, because
Or you'll be upset with the world at all times, because they're always, not always, because no one's ever anything all the time. But it will lead to more peaceful moments just because you can relate, you can understand. You can even, if you can't relate, if you can't understand, you can get forgiveness because you can't understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even understand how you thought like that.
Yeah, no.
Just, okay. Let it go.
That's definitely something to live by, for sure. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
No time I have to waste. Something has to change. My future can't wait. All eyes on me. I don't need the recipe. All the sauce was built in me. Everyone don't wanna see you win. 'Cause they don't wanna see you up. When you're making money, it hits them in their soul. And they all start acting funny. So get me through that hard times. Thank you, Lord, for bringing me and keeping me through them hard times. Hard times. Get me in my feelings and anticipation, blood rushing, heart racing, struggle can be painful. I know we're gonna make it. Life was built with problems, but winners got solutions. I don't need the recipe. All the sauce was built in me. Everyone don't wanna see you win, 'cause they don't wanna see you up. When you're making money, it hits them in the soul, and they all start acting funny. So get me through that hard times. Thank you, Lord, for bringing me and keeping me through them hard times. Hard times.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Reno. Happy birthday to you.
Hard time. Life is like a box of stars. Never know what you're gonna get. Oh no, no. Playing with my heart and soul, you don't want no part of me. I put my all in it, so you know I'm gonna be hard to beat. I'm unlike the average. I stand there in caviar. My mind's off the planet. Where is your manners? Thought you were protected. Now all you do is play these games. Now you and I are not the same. No one back and forth and questioning that worth it. Who you trying to be? 'Cause right now it's hard to see. I need clarity. Help me free my it's gonna do, give you sympathy. What it is gonna do, keep your sympathy. I need clarity. Help me free my mind from insanity. Wanna break down, but my mind keeps telling me what it is gonna do, keep your sympathy. for discernment. I'm walking with purpose, so you know them haters hurting. Hurting, lurking, rent a Bugatti purping, smirking, searching, rent on a Birkin. Make it make sense, is they really what you need? Who you tryna be? Cause right now it's hard to see. I declared it. Help me free my mind from insanity. Wanna break down, but my mind keeps telling me what it is. Keep it
That's a fantastic job.
Welcome back, guys. I'm here with Ina Lee, and we're just recapping of what we went over about the steps to networking, because there are definitely steps.
Absolutely.
Can you remind them what the steps are again?
Absolutely. The first one is you have to know your value, understanding the asset before you go into any room. You don't want to take, you want to give. The second thing is you have to be brave. You have to be brave enough to walk away from the people that doesn't align, who may not see your vision, because it'll put you in wrong scenarios and possibly in the wrong rooms. The third one is you gotta be genuine and really understand that people are just people, so you don't look at these people who are just people like they're like stars and they're unattainable people, because then sometimes it comes off in a weird way, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want someone who doesn't look at you like, you know.
Equal.
Not even equal, because some people want to feel like their great accolades makes them, you know, accredited. However, they do want to feel like a person.
Right.
Not like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's a different energy. What's up? And then the fourth one is so crucial to tie all of those in together. When I lived in Atlanta, I printed this out and I put it right on my door. Like when I walked out, like the front door.
Mm-hmm.
The only person who can stop you is you. Because the fourth thing is action and intentions. You have to utilize your intentions and put actions behind it. So knowing that you're an asset, be brave enough to go into the room or be brave enough to be able to speak to the people. But, you know, after you've gotten all that, if you don't even walk into the room or take that flight because it's uncomfortable or it's inconvenient or whatever it is, growth sometimes is inconvenient.
Yeah.
So like last week, it was kind of last minute. But I'm up for the party. It's what's up. If it's about work, if it's productive, I'm down. That's my kind of party. So they told me, you know, come out, you can come network. There's an event in LA. So it was like, do I really want to take this 5-hour flight? Do I really want to go and get this ticket? Do you really want to go through the process? The whole scenario for like a day or 2-day trip, you know?
Right.
Of course I did. Of course I did, you know, because my intention is going to line up with my actions.
Mm-hmm.
So I did go, and it was amazing. I ended up getting to hang out with Sean, got to go in the trailer with a whole all access pass, you know, and I even got this coat, this really dope coat. It's a Call of Duty coat from the Call of Duty release. This is so fly. The Call of Duty release, you know, for the Vanguard show, or the Vanguard video game, excuse me. It was a Versus video game, so it was like history. It was the very first one. And I got to keep a coat. Sean and Big Z, Zeno gave it to me. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all very much. I appreciate all the respect y'all give me, and I respect y'all highly. So, you know, but on this journey, you get to meet amazing people,
Right.
you know, and if you respect them, you're genuine and, you know, honesty in everything you do, you never know your limits.
Exactly.
You never know where the journey's going to take you. You never know who's going to help you grow, help you to become the person that God has you to be, you know, and ultimately, if they are the person who helped you grow, they're living in their purpose too.
Everyone has a purpose here.
Yeah.
Everyone has a purpose. We can all.
You gotta have a purpose. You gotta at least seek your purpose. Even if you don't know what your purpose is, you gotta start seeking it so that it can start, so God can start giving it to you and directing you to where you need to go.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you so much for having me. This is so much fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for
I just want to thank you all so much for joining me. I know that was a lot for the steps of networking, but I hope you all take from it and you'll be successful on your journey. I want to thank you so much, DJ Breeze, for joining me, especially guest House Entertainment. And make sure you guys all check it out on Wednesday and In the Mix. You can follow DJ Breezy. Go ahead and tell them.
So you guys can find me at In the Mix with DJ Breezy on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And so when you guys follow her, make sure you guys stay tuned because the extended interview will be up not too long. So I'm excited for the extended interview and this one. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Bye for now.
Bye.
What's excellent?
Awesome. Yay! We did it. We did it. take some